What's going on, everybody? Voidlego here, back for a brand new episode of Chaos Head Noah. Last time on, we were introduced to the world of Nishijou Takumi's little shipping container world, in which he is a otaku loser who spends most of his days playing MMORPGs and being a famous celebrity on a popular MMO, and tries as much as he can to not go to school, only going there every couple of days during the week in order to get enough credits to graduate high school. But as he's talking to one of his buddies on a chat room, a mysterious man named Shogun appears, and after a long discussion between Nichijou and his friend, they eventually get to the topic of the new gen murders, a seemingly what only appears to be two incidences of a group suicide and a man found with a fetus inside of his stomach, which I'm still kind of confused of how exactly that what connects the two as new gen murders. Like, maybe the group suicide makes a bit more sense since they were more younger, but they never really described the man who had a fetus in his stomach. So I'm kind of confused about that, of like how exactly did they connect those two murders as the new gen incidences. They haven't been called murders. I think they're just called new gen like incidences or whatever. Anyway, after his buddy leaves, Shogun starts talking about it and about how the world's possibilities have been limited to only a single equation, and he repeats the words, "Whose eyes are those eyes?" that only Takumi knows about, since he wrote about it back in elementary school, and always has the feeling of someone always watching them, almost as if it's God's gaze. He also sends a bunch of JPEGs, and Takumi clicks on one of them to see a man in a crucifix position, stabbed by thousands of different stakes. Later on in the day, he gets to school and hangs out with his buddy, who's voiced by Bador, which someone did confirm in the comments, which is very funny. And it's very funny too, because like the character himself, he's just pretty much just Bador again. Well, from what we've seen so far of him. But anyway, while he's there, he sees on the blackboard someone has wrote out "Whose eyes are those?" or "Those which eyes are those?" or something to that effect as well. So that means whoever, maybe Shogun is part of the high school Takumi is a part of, perhaps, or maybe it's something else. Who knows what the hell exactly that means. But on his way back home after school, he comes across, well, the man stabbed by 1,000 crosses on the wall, the same one from the pictures that he saw from Shogun, which either means Shogun got pictures of the future, or he's the one that committed it. But there's also one extra detail about that, in that Takumi sees a girl covered in blood who recognizes him and is very, very, nonchalant about being covered in blood, and, happy to be with Takumi at that point. But now we're back in a shipping container home. And yeah, I have to say, last episode definitely, it hooked me. It hooked me into what the hell this story is exactly going to be about. One thing I do want to comment on, actually two things I want to comment on. First, a comment I got last episode of someone explained some fun facts to me, such as when Steins Gate came out, its sales numbers weren't as great as Chaos Head's. But eventually, when the anime adaptation of Steins Gate came out, of course, the sales went up for Steins Gate, which is very funny nowadays, because you definitely hear a lot more about Steins Gate than about Chaos Head, at least in the mainstream anime audience. I find that just very interesting, of how kind of the narrative's been flipped over the years. Another thing to make note of is the delusion trigger that I didn't get to use last time, which the comment also explained that it's never explained in the novel at all, that those delusion triggers, which is interesting. I feel like those should be explained. Like I guess I get the feel like we've already gotten the feeling of Takumi having delusions. Like he obviously has something. Obviously, it's probably not going to be fully explained what he has, but he definitely has something, off about him. Maybe probably a mental illness, but what exactly that is, who knows? But anyway, one last thing I want to add before we continue on, I want to just thank you guys for the positive reaction to the series, which I'm very excited about, since I was very worried, to be perfectly honest, after ending Yume Neko and getting straight into this one, of how people would react to this. But it seems like you guys are going to enjoy this series, and I'm glad you are able to, as I feel like this is familiar territory for us, but at the same time, it's just in a different style. Definitely different writing style, but a different style nonetheless, which is a great change of pace after 4 years of When They Cry. So anyway, enough talking. Let's get right into it. I was completely winded. My lungs struggled to shovel air in and out. My agonized panty echoed throughout my room. I plopped down in my computer chair, my body and clothes were completely drenched in sweat. What the fuck had just happened? Another one of my delusions? Also, there was another comment of saying, like, I chose the right translation by the Committee of Zero, which is very different from the Steam release. And apparently there's a whole bunch of, like, different arguments for each case, which is bound to happen for different translations for these types of works. But yeah, what the comment said is that the Committee of Zero adds a lot more swears to their translation, which so far it hasn't been, like, yeah, I've noticed the swears and whatever. It hasn't, like, sometimes it gets to a point of, like, how much swearing you put into a translation. Like, go look at, like, old fucking scanlations of, like, manga, like, for example, like Baki. I remember reading Baki scanlations and how much, like, just fucking swearing there is. And it's like, I don't think this was a part of the original manga. There's this much swearing. But I feel like the swearing kind of fits in with this, since we're playing as a high schooler, a turmoil online high schooler. And it kind of just makes sense with his thoughts. Like, I feel like, I mean, look at me. I fucking swear all the time. So for right now, I haven't noticed it. It hasn't stood out too much. Hopefully, the more we get into this, it doesn't stand out too much. Of, like, every other sentence, there's, like, a swear or whatever. Just like an overabundance of it, because a lot of pieces of, like, fiction fall into that pit trap of just swearing all the damn time. But anyway, what the fuck had just happened? Another one of my delusions? My nausea was becoming unbearable. Trying to alleviate it, I grabbed a Cola from the fridge and chugged it as fast as I could. Yeah, that's going to help your nausea. The delusion was way too realistic, even by usual standards. Boy, was it gruesome. Too gruesome. I was still out of breath. Could a simple delusion really do this to me? No, it definitely couldn't. Felt an uncomfortable sensation in my right hand. Been crunching my fist so hard my fingers had nearly turned white. Didn't even notice until just now. I slowly opened my hand, one finger at a time, while my heart pounded like a drum. Whoa, shit. Oh, he didn't even think about, he didn't even drop it. Right in the palm of my hand was a single stake. Oh, shit. That's not gonna be good when they find the body. Terrified by the sight of it, I instinctively turned and threw it against the wall. That was a stake from before. I definitely did pick one up off the ground earlier, but how was that even possible? Had it all just been a delusion? I don't know. Can't be possible. Can't be. Whoa. Ooh. God. At my wit's end, I started pacing around my room. I need to figure out whether that nightmare had been real or just another delusion. Oh, shit. That was the plan, at least, until I slipped onto the CD case and lost my balance. In a panic, I reached out for something to keep myself from falling flat on the floor. Barely managed to find something to latch onto, but unfortunately that something was my shelf of waifus. Shit! Before I had the chance to regret it, it was already too late. In the end, no matter how hard I tried, I was unable to stop myself from falling ass first onto the floor. To make matters worse, several of my beautifully arranged figure just came tumbling down on top of me. Ugh, God damn it. This was the worst. Everything about this was just the worst. Ugh. I let out a groan as I rose to my feet. I had to make sure my figures were safe. It snapped clean in two. Why did it have to be one of the expensive ones? I paid a premium online for this. Also, I'm pretty sure this is just a real photo. Yeah, I feel like this is just a real photo with just some filters on it. Because it looks very real. Tried putting the two halves of the blade back together, but I'd never been able to fix it perfectly. Even if I used glue, any value it once added now was gone. Turned to my chair and kicked it out of sheer rage. Tears began to well up in my eyes. Why did I have to go through all of this? What had I ever done to deserve this? I fell to the floor and just sat there for a while, heartbroken, staring dejectedly at my now swordless Ignis Tan. Ooh. Once the storm of anger and confusion had passed, I found my mind filled with visions of her face, along with that modern art I'd seen. I had actually been physically holding one of those sticks, which meant it could have been a delusion. It had all been real. I really wanted to deny it, but there was no way I could. By tomorrow, it should be all over the media. I really didn't want anything to do with this nightmare. There was no way associating with that girl, no, that demon, could bring anything but catastrophe for me. Hell, we'd only just met for the first time and there had already been a disaster. After all, I brought home a critical piece of evidence from that incident. One of the stakes had been used in the murder. I wouldn't be surprised if that on its own was enough to make me a suspect. And things weren't already bad enough. That demon had seen my face. There was no way out of this mess. At this rate, that demon was going to... No, forget about that. For now, I should just focusing on things sort of in my head, for my own sake. If I valued my own life, I really need to figure things out. I'm writing down notes, huh?
あの写真は事件の予告メッセージみたいなものだったんだ。
Otherwise, there'd be no way the image could have matched up so perfectly with the crime scene. First, she edited that image together, then she recreated it in real life, right down to the finest detail. That was how the crime had happened. Now, in her eyes, I bet it was more of a work of art than a crime. She seemed like that kind of psycho, dedicated to finishing any job with nothing but sheer perfection.
頭がおかしいよ。でもどうしてそれを僕に？そもそもあの女はナイトハルトが僕だってどうやって知った？僕の名前をどうやって知った？
What was I supposed to do? The demon would definitely come to kill me soon. She already knew my name, email, and all that stuff. There was a very good chance she knew my home address, too. I curled up into the fetal position in my chair. The image of that twisted murder was etched into my mind. How could I stay calm when I could end up that way, too? Whoa, shit.
大丈夫。
Oh. Serotan lay sideways on my desk, facing towards me with a smile. Now this is a delusion.
タッキー、あなたはこの部屋に引きこもってればいいんだよ。したらあの悪魔だって手出しできないっしょ。そのうちに警察がうまく捕まえてくれるって。
I also love that she's probably just a figurine on the keyboard you can see in the background.
それまでは誰も信じちゃダメ。誰の言葉にも耳を傾けちゃダメ。悪魔ってさ、人の心の隙間をついてくるのが好きなんだよね。油断すんのはノー。できるっしょ、タッ
でもセーラ、
キー。逃げるが勝ちってよく言うし、三次元のことなんてきれいさっぱり忘れちゃえばいいさ。あなたには一切関係ないことだって思えば気が楽っしょ。
Jeez.
関係ないこと考えたって無駄無駄さ。いいこと教えてあげる。引きこもりって最強なんよ。だって誰にも会わないっしょ。つまり誰にも攻撃されない。これぞ最強の自己防衛方法なわけさ。だからタッキーは引きこもりになるべきなんさ。簡単っしょ。
そうかもしれない。
Just what I expect from my waifu. Could always count on her to give me the best advice. Having regained my peace of mind, I reached out my hand for Serotan, widely grasping her by her slim waist. Even as our faces drew closer, her smile never wavered.
ありがとうセーラ、おかげで勇気が出てきた。そうだよ、三次元なんてクソくらいだ。あの悪魔だって僕みたいなキモオタのことなんて気にも留めてないさ。僕は安全だ。安心して毎日演奏したり好きなアニメを見てれば何の問題もないんだ。
でもさっき言ったみたく油断は禁物だぞ。
うん、分かってるよ。
I couldn't trust anyone. I wouldn't listen to a single word they had to say. All I had to do was be cautious of everything in the 3D world. As long as I did that, everything would be just fine.
セーラにそこまで心配してもらえて僕は幸せだな。さてと、それじゃ気分直しにエンスロット。
Get some wife, huh?
Ryan Cross, Ryan Cross、約束は今。Ryan Cross、Ryan Cross、果たされるから。Ryan Cross、Ryan Cross、解き放たれた。Ryan Cross、Ryan Cross、週末。
Now who the fuck is this? Wait into the night. The sound of a beautiful voice could be heard throughout Mishitada Park. It was coming from a pedestrian bridge to cross over Meiji Dori. A steady flow of cars passed underneath. But in spite of this, the girl known as Fess showed no sign of being affected by the noise. She simply kept on singing, leaning back against the handrail of the bridge. It's like Persona 3 Fess.
月夜の光が示された従者よ。
On any normal day, if she were to sing on the street in public like this, she would surely attract hundreds of onlookers. But right now, nobody was listening to her sing. Profess was deliberately concealing her presence, blending into the stillness of the night.
この場所へつながる幻の道。
This way, She could loiter quietly until the moon left the sky behind. By doing so, by becoming one with the darkness, she felt as if she could free herself from the corrupt atmosphere of Shibuya, if only for a moment. That was what Fess felt to be true.
叫びはいつしか沈黙に変わって
Suddenly, Fess looked up to the night sky. The clouds covering it were starting to clear up, little by little, leaving space for the moonlight to shine through in its wake. But sadly, any and all starlight was completely drowned out by the dazzling neon of Shibuya.
落ちてゆく安息風に手と手をつないで
Fess halted her song and slowly reached her hand out towards the sky.
その目誰の目
Whose eyes are those eyes? That again. What the fuck is going on? About a day had passed, and I spent pretty much every hour of it in Base Ward. I'd hardly even made time to eat, and immersed myself fully into the wool of Nightheart. In the process, completely erased every trace of Nishijou and Takumi. In the ESO, I was an absolute god. No demon could ever strike fear into my heart, and I was respected by everyone. If only I could live in such a comfortable world for all eternity. I was certain I'd be far happier that way.
おおエンジェルハイロ来たこれ超レアすげえ
Circle it for the
これ
win.
早速使わないと装備おおキャラの見た目変わったすげえこれすげえ見て見ろってグリム
No one's knocking.
ナイトハルト自重しろうっせえ死ねよ負け組
Kill yourselves.
ちょっと街に戻って見せびらかしてこようかな
お兄
Oh, finally, another legendary item to add to my collection. Naturally, I was stoked. My depression from earlier had been completely blown away.
お兄ってば
The angelic silk had a drop weight of 0.001%. It was so rare, some players thought it was unattainable.
おーい
Well, its stats were shit, so it was pretty much just a cosmic item, but that was a good enough. People would tell you had an angelic circlet just by looking at you, which was enough to make anyone green with envy.
お兄
やったナイトハルトがまた一歩神に近づいた
こら開けろ
Shut up! Who the hell has been banging my door for so goddamn long? Just when I finally managed to get a hold of a rare item, this happened. Can a man enjoy his victories for 1 second?
バカ鬼
That voice. The moment I realized who it was, my mood instantly took a nosedive. There was no mistaking it. That was the voice of the assassin sent by my parents, my little sister Nanami. What a pain in the ass.
開けないとひどいんだからね
God damn it, why the more and more I continue with this game, the fucking more and more it is. This guy's just riddling me. Fuck. God damn it. Why can't it be just like Patrick Bateman or some shit, man? Come on. I gotta go return some videotapes. Well, shit. Here came the storm that rained on my parade. I really didn't want to let her in, but if I didn't, my parents would probably get on my case about it. Stop living alone and move back in with us, they'd say. I'd ignore them if I could, but my dad basically owned this building, so it'd take just a snap of his fingers for him to kick me out. Ugh, this was the worst.
お兄
Shut the fuck up! I swear, her voice was so shrill it could shatter glass. The banging just didn't stop. Since the metal walls were pretty thin, the sound echoed wildly all throughout the container. Nanami was well aware of that. In fact, that was exactly why she was doing it. In the end, I had no choice. I reluctantly removed the padlock and opened the door.
やっと出てきた。生存確認。
This baby-faced runt was my little sister. She was a year younger than me.
呼んでるんだから返事くらいしてよね。お兄死んじゃったかもって思ったじゃん。
Of course, the first thing out of her mouth was bitching. Sorry. Just take a second. This is so shitty. To make things worse, she was standing there with her hands on her hips like the bratty little shit she was. The spitting image of me irritating. Her existence brought me nothing but suffering.
相変わらず部屋の中汚。ちょっとは片付けなよ。
Nanami just waltzed right on in without even asking. What the hell did she think she was doing? What, did she think she could get away with whatever she wanted just because she was my little sister? To think there were people out there who seriously believed that little sisters rule my life. I always wanted to tell those guys how much of an epic fail that was. Well, even though she was my little sister, she certainly didn't look unsavory. She had a Wally body type, so I could see why that made her pretty. Oh boy, this game is going to make me say a lot of things, isn't it? I know it will, but as a Let's Player, I will voice everything, god damn it. For that's the damn game I'm playing, so I'll voice it, damn it. She had a Wally body type, so I could see why that might make her pretty damn popular in some circles. But as her older brother, I didn't care about that. I wasn't into her at all. As far as I was concerned, she was downright repulsive, not to mention immature. Not to say I didn't like Wallies, of course, just only 2D ones. Oh boy.
カビクサ。お兄の部屋って相変わらず不潔。掃除しろっていつも言ってるじゃん。どうしてしないの？
It's a funny face.
まあ、どうせ掃除してくれる彼女なんかいないだろうし、お兄ってズボラだからこうなるのは目に見えてるけどさ。こうなったらやっぱりナナが掃除しに来てあげるしかないかな。
だが断る。
Of course you use a fucking JoJo reference.
なんでよ。
お前に部屋荒らされたくない。
きっとそれがわざわざ生存確認しに来てあげてる妹に言うセリフ。
Maybe things would change if you showed your older brother a little respect. Why should I be grateful that you're checking in on me? Sure as hell didn't ask for that.
まったく、なんでこんな面倒ばっかりかけさせる兄弟と血つながってるんだろう。たまに嫌になっちゃうよ。
She is cute. She is very cute.
なんか喉乾いちゃった。飲み物もらうね。
Nanami walked right past me and over to the mini fridge, once again acting like she owned the place. Oh god. Well, you know what?
コーラしかないじゃん。ミルクティーとか用意しといてよ。
Alright, well, I want to save here, because I'm very curious as to what the hell these are, these delusion triggers, so... Let's go with a good delusion. What the fuck?
知らんがな。
しょうがないな。じゃあコーラもらうね。
Surprise fucking surprise. She went ahead and did as she pleased. There's this thing called permission, you know. She grabbed a bottle of cola from the fridge, one I had already drank from, no less, and after only second recitation, she cracked it open and gulped it down. Okay. Oh boy. Oh, okay. God damn it, why did I choose positive? Fuck! Oh, fuck! Oh, I chose it, so here we go. Oh my god. God damn it. Why did I choose positive? Fuck. 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 No. No. I will do this, damn it. I can do this. God damn it. Alright. Alright. Her soft throat rose and fell seductively, pumping the soda down with an audible gulp, gulp, gulp.
せめてコップ使えよ。
Had she seriously just drunk straight from the bottle? Even though she was a girl? What a disgrace. This was exactly why 3D sucked ass. As soon as Nanami finished her drink, she went right back to pounding like before. Though, was it just me or did it seem like she was blushing a little?
だってナナはお兄と関節キスしたかったんだもん。
Oh boy.
Huh?
And just like that, she dropped a bombshell. She still kept her pouty attitude, but now she was looking straight at me. I was paralyzed. My little sister was on the verge of tears, and all I could do was just stand and stare. Had I just tripped a flag like some kind of a loge? Was I on the little sister route?
軽蔑した。だとしたらナナ悲しくなっちゃうな。言っとくけどお兄相手じゃなきゃこんなことしないんだからね。
God damn it. Nanami's voice gradually lowered.
お兄のバカ。
Her voice was a faint murmur as she hung her head in shame. There wasn't a single trace of her typical bratty attitude.
ねえお兄関節だけじゃ嫌だな。
Hearing that, I tried to gulp, but the saliva got caught in my throat and refused to go down. And with that, I was completely cornered, though I still didn't really understand what Nanami meant.
お兄とキスしたいわ。お兄が欲しいよ。
God damn it, why did I have to pick the good one for the good delusion here? Nanami took a step closer to my petrified body. What should I do? I always seen Nanami as the obnoxious little brat, but right now, my heart was pounding on my chest.
いいじゃん。16年間も我慢してきたんだよ。
Oh my god. Nanami reached her arms out and wrapped them around my neck.
キスして。
She was almost begging. Then she raised her chin ever so slightly and closed her eyes. And my answer was...
いや、その理屈はおかしい。
Jesus Christ! I'd zone out and let my delusions run wild again. I never felt so disgusted with myself in my life. Okay. So that's those are the types of delusions, huh? That fucking CG. Okay. Well, I mean that was a taste of it, huh? If that's the good one, what the fuck was the bad one? Oh boy. Oh boy, these are going to be interesting, huh? These are going to definitely be interesting. Oh boy. I'm pretty sure this isn't a Woge, isn't it? Is it? I'm pretty sure it isn't. I know Fate Stay Night is, but I don't think Chaos Head is, right? I don't think it is. I'm pretty sure it isn't, right? I think. Fuck, I don't know. I don't. Oh, fuck. Oh, what am I getting myself into? This is what happens when you play visual novels, Void. I'm in it now. I'm in it now. Anyway. Like, OMG, barf, just totally barf. Then I started thinking, maybe if we weren't blood-related and she fell a little more into the cute little sister archetype, I wouldn't be such a virgin, Bruce. Oh my god.
どうしたの？
After finishing her koa, Nanami shot me a confused look. I'd been acting weird because of my delusion just now, and Nanami had noticed. Snap out of it! Took a deep breath and voiced the disgusting thoughts out of my mind.
もう帰れよ。
You did your whole survival check thing, and now your job here is done, right? Why do you feel the need to barge in here every time?
お兄、冷たい。
Seemed like I'd managed to offend her somehow. She pursed her lips into a pound and glared at me. I was already done with her shit, though, so I looked away.
せっかく心配して様子を見に来てあげてるのに。お兄ってずっとここに引きこもって誰とも喋らずに一日を終えちゃうことだってあるんでしょ？女の子と話す機会だってどうせ全くないんだよね。
Shut up! Stop making fun of me, you stupid bitch! I'm not into 3D girls, so why would I even bother talking to them?
言ってみればお兄と話す女の子はナナだけってことじゃん。だからさ、もっとナナのこと大事にしてよ。そしたら女の子との接し方もちょっとは分かってくるはずだし。
While she was nagging, Nanami picked up one of my figures, Hakurutan from the Suicide for Hakuri, and started staring at it. Damn it, don't touch my wife, you still asking. If you leave even a single fingerprint on her, I will actually beat the shit out of you.
あと、お兄は自分のことにもっと気を使って。こんなお人形さんにうつつを抜かしてる場合じゃないよ。ナナはお兄の死体の第一発見者になんかなりたくないからね。
What the hell was she trying to imply? Felt like she'd been becoming more and more like Mom Voidway, which meant that she'd gotten even more fucking annoying. Shut the fuck up!
いいから帰れよ。
そんなに帰れ帰れ言わないでよ。お兄のバカ。
It's a great spirit.
まだこっちには用事が残ってるの。
She was getting more hysterical by the minute. If I made her any angrier, things would get out of hand, so chill out, me.
携帯買いに行こう。
Oh boy, cell phone. What had she just said?
お父さんがそうしろって。お兄が携帯持てばいつでも生存確認できるじゃん。お金はナナが預かってきたから今から買いに行こうよ。今時携帯持ってない人なんていないよ。時代に取り残されちゃうよ。
Shut up already, you teenage trending chasing bitch. I'm not the one who lives on the log here, you long-sider. The internet gives me all the information I need. Well, she was right about one thing. These days it was normal for high school students to have a phone. I didn't have one. Of course, that was because I'd never used it anyway. Didn't have anyone to call or text. I didn't want it to pay for something I was going to use.
だから行こう。
Nanami put the figure back on the shelf and turned her attention back to me.
どうせお兄は機種とかわかんないだろうからナナと同じ機種にしちゃいなよ。
As she said that, she took her own phone out of her bag and started showing it off like it was some precious heirloom. Aw, little frog.
これがナナの色が可愛いでしょ。ついでだからストラップも同じのあげるよ。
なんという手抜きキャラ。
The character hanging from the phone strap was far from cute. It looked horrible. There's no way a professional would design it. It looked like one of those shit-tier, ugly, cute characters, or like one of those official government mascots.
手抜きじゃないもん。ゲロカエルンはこういうデザインなの。今すっごく流行ってるんだからね。はあ、女子高生の流行なんてお兄が知ってるわけないか。 そういうとこを直せば少しは女子と会話成立すると思うよ、きっと。
No. God damn it! Just shut the fuck up already! Trend chasing bitch! The fuck is this geofroggy shit? There's no way this thing is popular. Everyone with Everblade can tell you that. She didn't realize she was just being played by the media. It was honestly sad.
っていうか今はゲロ回路の話じゃなくて
I kind of hate how well I'm able to voice these lines inside this guy's head.
いいから携帯買いに行こうよ。あ、別にお揃いがいいとか言ってるわけじゃないからね。家族で同じ機種だと基本料金が割引されるサービスがあるからだよ。
Hell yeah.
家族で持ってないのはお兄だけなんだからね。
Family phone
い
plan.
らない。
なんで？お金はお父さんが出してくれるんだよ。
必要ない。
It would be a nuisance, if anything. If I had found Mom would definitely call every day. And if I kept ignoring those calls, it keeps sending little Miss Assassin Nanami over here to weigh on the pressure. My family life would become even more of a living hell, and I'd have to start being way more careful as a result. Couldn't let that happen.
もう信じらんないよ、このバカ鬼。もう帰る。
ああ、そうしてくれ。
I opened the door for her to finally leave, but Nanami didn't budge an inch. She just shot her arms down to her sides, looking even more upset than before.
ほんとバカ、アホバカ鬼。駅まで送ってくれるとかしてよ。
嫌だね。
She never acted like this before. Why did she suddenly want me to walk her to the station? What was so special about today?
だって最近殺人事件とかで物騒じゃんか。こういう場合心配するのが兄弟ってもんでしょ。
Yesterday's events resurrected my mind once again, if only for a second. I frantically shook my head trying to get that gruesome scene out of my mind. I just barely managed to.
どうでもいいし。
Either way, it wasn't like the new gen murderer was twisted enough to text and threaten Nanami.
ありえない。アナが死んでもいいって言うんだ。
Oh. Nanami was tearing up. It seemed like my words had really gotten to her. It serves you right. You should think twice about disturbing my peace and quiet next time. It's just my own way of thinking taking a little adventure once. Get fucked. Jesus, man, come on. That's your sister. Like, I get it, but like, come on, man.
バカ、死んじゃえ。お兄なんか猟奇的に殺されちゃえ。
After splitting those parting words that made Nanami push past me and ran away as fast as she could. Damn. Seemed like the storm had finally passed. Room grew peaceful and quiet once again. This was how things should always be around here. My own perfect little world, where stupid bullshit wasn't allowed. I sat down in front of my PC, shaking my mouse a little to clear the serotonin screensaver. Tried to take a sip of the cola bottle on my desk, but it was empty.
しまった。これ、ナナミがさっき飲んだやつだ。
Oh, God. I just had an indirect kiss with my little sister. What a puke. Maybe she was a little more charming. It would have been kind of a Loge-like situation. But that too. God damn it. God damn it. I mean, it's realistic. I'll give it credit. This is the mind of a high schooler otaku. I'll give credit to that. It is realistic. Which makes it so much funnier. But with that horrible personality, no chance. If anything, it only made her... God damn it. I would be laughing every other fucking line. God damn it. No chance. If anything, it only made me more flaccid. I put the cap back on the bottle and threw it at the big garbage bag in the corner of my room. But it didn't go in the bag. Instead, bouncing off the wall and rolling under my bed. Well, whatever. Anyway, time to dive straight back into ESO. Just want to forget about the annoying real world ASAP. Elder School's online. Or just Elder School. But it wouldn't last long. Just one day later, my immersion would be broken once again. Damn, entire day later. My mental state had been on the up and up lately, but the moment I stepped outside, it all came crashing down again. Damn it, why did I have to go to school today? So early.
なんで今日なんだよ、最低最悪だ。
But it wasn't like I could just take the day off. If I did, my minimum attendance chart would get all thrown off, and then I wouldn't be able to graduate.
卒業って何を卒業するって言うんだよ。
Also, I should probably maybe in future, like I wonder if those delusion triggers enable certain like things in order to get different endings. Maybe, probably. So, unless they don't, I'm very curious on that. Because I kind of just want to reload the save and see like what the bad delusion was for that instance. I don't know. That could fuck up this playthrough. Maybe for this first like playthrough, I should like just take everything like one at a time. Like once I choose a decision, now I'll stick to that for that specific for the specific playthrough for right now. So you guys can like tell me if like the delusions do trigger certain things, or like maybe some delusions are more important than others. But I kind of just want to go back to them just to see what the hell they contain, because I'm curious. Oh, those good delusions are gonna be something, aren't they? I was the one insisting on going through with it, but still couldn't help but complain. As I approached the wealthy district of Matsunine, I finally realized I've been feeling a gaze for a while now. But this wasn't the usual god's gaze. I didn't feel any shivers on the back of my neck. Whoa. As I turned the corner, I took a quick, tiny glance behind me, and I caught a glimpse of a girl wearing a sume uniform. No way. Was that a demon from yesterday? I instantly lost my composure. A sudden amount of tension overtook my body, and my walking became stilted. A moment ago, it was a quiet morning like any other, but now it felt like the entire world was out to get me. I could faintly hear the sound of birds chirping atop the phone lines. I could also hear music from the morning news playing in nearby homes. In a peaceful scene like this, where crime wouldn't seem totally out of place, I came close to imagining myself getting brutally murdered. Okay, I need to calm down. It wasn't like I'd clearly seen her face or anything. There was nothing strange about seeing Sumue students walking behind me. We were headed for the same destination after all. I would be fine. Even though school was straight ahead, I decided to take a hard right. I was worried about what could be behind me, but I desperately suppressed the urge to turn around. I need to keep my cool and act natural. My heart was pounding, but I kept walking. Continued for about a minute or so, until I decided I couldn't take it anymore. I slowly turned around. Who the hell was that? We made eye contact for a second, but I panicked and turned back around. Why was she following me? This path was obviously the long way to school. That meant she had to be tearing me. Either way, I'd never seen her before. She definitely wasn't the demon from yesterday, that's for sure. She was wearing glasses, so the demon girl hadn't been. That fact alone was enough to calm me down. I decided to just head straight for school. I'd have to skip my routine breakfast at the park because of it, but oh well.
くそ、女子 A め。
To me, you're just some background character, pedestrian 1 or girl A, so stay out of my way, goddammit! God. After I entered the school, girl A disappeared. I expected her to continue tailing me, but instead, she turned and headed towards the third-year classrooms. Maybe she was never tailing me in the first place. Maybe I was just overthinking it. But still, it's definitely weird that she'd taken the same detour that I had. Did she hate me for some reason? Had I done something to piss her off? I don't think so. No, I couldn't have. I hardly ever went to school. When I did, I tried to keep my presence very minimal. So then, what the hell was she trying to accomplish? What the hell is going on? Somehow I managed to make it through the torture known as school. On my way back, I made my usual stop at Cafe. I took my seat in room 36. The nearby rooms were normally always empty, but surprisingly, that wasn't true today. There was someone in room 36. Their door was closed, but the light from the desk lamp leaked through the cracks. I couldn't help but click my tongue when I entered my room. Having someone sitting nearby posed a bit of a problem. Whenever I did things like chatting online, I had the tendency to talk to myself sometimes. But, goddamn, another really me moment. Fuck. I might as well just have a counter by this point. We're at like 5 by this point. Well, whatever. Time to just ignore it and log into ESO already. As long as I make a conscious effort to stay quiet, it shouldn't really be an issue.
だよこいつら
Irritated, I slammed my hands down on the keyboard. I will try my best to be nice and calm. These fucking shut the fuck up! God damn it! Yeah. Be me when I play any game ever. It'd only been 2 hours since I started playing. I was already this close to throwing myself off a cliff. Yeah. The people I partied up with today were total noobs. I've been trying my best to help them, but one of them went all Leroy Jenkins and just died repeatedly. Leroy Jenkins. Then the other one was mage, but he didn't cast any healing spells at all. As a result, we just kept getting full party wiped over and over again. And yet, instead of figuring out why it was happening, all they ever did was continue to piss and moan in the chat. Fuck these shitty players, goddamn lobotomites. Sorry, I just had to add that in. Finally just lost it. Proceeded to PK both of them, steal all of their items, and instantly escape to another area. Everything Neidhart couldn't do, Wiswet could without a second thought. This was exactly why I came all the way to Atk for. Finally feeling a bit better, breathed a sigh of relief and went to grab a drink. That cafe had a bunch of all-you-can-drink soda fountains in the reception area. Well, related to that was the only bad thing about room 37. It was kind of far away from the reception area. When I left my room, the door to room 36 was open. Naturally, in order to make my way to the front, I had to go past it. I casually took a peek inside as I walked past, but there was nobody in there. Come to think of it, I heard somebody get up a moment ago. And although there was no one there, I saw a bag on the ground next to the reclining chair. It looked like a school bag. There were very few toy straps hanging from it. They were Geofroggies, like the one Nanami had shown me yesterday. There were 3 of them in total, because they really were popular. Well, whatever. It wasn't like I cared either way. Besides, if the person came back and caught me staring, they might have taken me for a pervert or a thief. Realizing that, I decided to just go get my drink. However, right as I went to read, my eye caught a glimpse of the text on the monitor, and it froze. All things New Gen. And if that wasn't enough, it was written in the most sickening font, as if it was trying to freak me out. Whoa. New Gen. I've been deliberately avoiding any and all info about those cases. Really didn't want to know anything more about them. As long as I kept avoiding them, I could keep telling myself they had nothing to do with me. No, forget about that. More importantly, the customer next door to me was looking at a site and finding out everything about New Gen. Was it just a coincidence, or did it mean something? For a moment, the face of the demon girl flashed through my mind, sending me goosebumps across my entire body. Shook my head violently, trying to force those horrible thoughts away. I was just overthinking it. Yeah, that had to be. Nobody was out to get me. I was just being paranoid. New Gen was pretty much all the media talked about lately. By this point, anyone would be interested in it. That was all it was. Yep, no doubt about it. Anyway, I should just go get my drink already and get back to business. I quickly placed my cup under the dispenser and pressed the cola button. Delicious ice-cold cola started pouring out. It was getting dark outside, which meant this place was going to get really crowded soon. There were already a few customers sitting by the front desk, waiting to be showed to the rooms. And the darker it got, the more people would show up. In about an hour or so, all of the rooms surrounding room 37 would fill up. Once that happened, it'd be time for me to head home. I took my cup and then back to my seat. On the way, I casually glanced down the hall towards the bathrooms. That's when... Oh. There she is again! I saw a girl's figure disappear into the corridor. She had been wearing a similar uniform and had glasses on her face. I recognized her. It was the same girl that had been tailing me this morning. Girl A. I thought I might have been mistaken, so I hid behind some bookshelves and walked towards that corner for a while, but she never showed up again. Must have just been my imagination. Yeah, it had to have been. I'd only seen her for half a second after all. This place was typically swarming with samurai girls, and many of them wore glasses. But what if it had been Girl A? If she was here, what would that mean? Was it just a coincidence? Or had she followed me? I was starting to get a little scared. I left the cafe and started rushing back to my base. In the end, my anxiety had been too much to handle, and I left almost immediately after I saw the girl. I wanted to get home as soon as possible, but the crowded sidewalks were slowing me down. I was feeling sicker and sicker by the minute. I hated crowds. I just felt like people were watching me and snickering. Red pedestrian sign stopped me in my tracks. As I waited for the right to change again, couldn't help but take a quick look around. Didn't see Girl A anywhere. As soon as I reached the top of Dogenzaka, walking got a lot easier. Usually I would take the least crowded way back, but... Oh, shit. Ooh. Cheap jump scare, damn it. After what had happened 2 nights ago, I figured I should just stick to the main streets just to be safe. I was stuck at a red light again, so I took another look behind me, but Girl A was still nowhere to be found. The girl I seen at that cafe might have been a different person after all. Where was it? Going to bed relieved, I let my tense shoulders relax a little, then turned back around. Oh. Shit. Oh. We got another choice here. Okay. We got another choice here. Let me go ahead and save. Now, we went with the good. Let's see what a bad one looks like. I wonder. If good is erotic, I wonder if bad is gruesome. Let's find out, shall we? Shocked, I took a step back. On the other side of the crosswalk, standing among the crowd, waiting for the light to change, was the girl. And to make matters worse, the gaze beyond those glasses was clearly pointed straight at me. She didn't even try to look away. Her eyes were so intense, it was as if they were urging me to do something. Oh boy. Oh shit, here we go. Let's see what the bad delusions are. Right then, her glasses flashed white. Maybe they had been reflecting the headlights of passing cars. Then I heard a sound. Her lips twisted into a curve, forming a smile that seemed closer to a sneer. Even though we were so far apart, even though there's so many people around, the girl's soft laugh reached my ears, clear as day. If I had heard her so clearly, I would have thought she was simply exhaling. She laughed again, and then she suddenly rolled up the helm of her skirt. Oh, countless shining objects fell to the ground and scattered every which way. They looked like the crosses, images of the stakes from the crucifixion incident flashed inside my mind. Oh, fuck. Her expression looked completely insane. Only her lips were smiling, her eyes were bloodshot, and her cheeks twitched erratically. She then shoved through the crowd and leapt onto the crosswalk, despite the fact that the pedestrian sign was still red. What was she thinking? I cowered in fear. I thought about running, but I couldn't move an inch. My legs were practically rooted to the cement. I couldn't even speak. The girl was drawing closer. She was crossing the road, gripping a cross-shaped stake in her hand. Stay back! I made that plea in my head when Girl A's body was sent flying by an oncoming truck. Screams resounded around me. The crowd was blocking my view so I could see what had happened to the girl. But I could tell. She was dead. There's no doubt about it. She was dead. She was lying in a heap on the street, covered in blood, like some kind of sopping, wet, tattered dish rag that was just begging to be thrown away. Thank God, I thought instinctively. Not that I was proud of myself for thinking that way. Damn, these delusions are really detailed. I mean, I guess that's what happens to the mind, huh? Okay, interesting. So good is erotic. Bad is horror. Interesting distinction. Oh, this is going to be an interesting game, isn't it? I suddenly snapped out of it. I was swamped in a sickly cold sweat. The pedestrians had just been screaming in shock, but now they were calmly waiting for the pedestrians' signal to change. There was no truck anywhere in sight. And that girl with the glasses was still on the other side of the street, staring at me just like had she been doing the entire time. Had that been just a delusion? Now I can understand why he can believe his delusions so much, is because they're very, I wouldn't say realistic, but in depth. The pedestrian signal turned green. All the pedestrians started crossing at once. We couldn't move, and Girl A didn't move either. She didn't laugh, nor did she roll up her skirt. Nothing like that. She just stood there, staring me down. Now, great, now I'm thinking back to like that first delusional trigger. What the hell that could have been? Now I'm really curious. Son of a bitch, I wish I saved there, but I could probably make a save when I get there. Like, reload one of the saves. We were the only ones standing still, as if time had frozen for just the two of us. Why was she not crossing the street? Why was she just standing there? It was strange, really. Really strange. I needed to stay away from her. I should just run. I'll just run straight home. Run. Whipping my weak, withering heart into shape, I broke into a sprint. I ran back down Doganzaka, trying to put as much difference between me and Girl A as I could, the way I turned to enter a back alley. And right as I did, I crashed into something and toppled over. Pain shot throughout my entire body. I groaned, not fully understanding what had just happened. The pain was so bad I could hardly stand. Damn. Oh, shit. Looking up, I saw a big motor scooter lying on the ground. That must have been what I went into. Gritted my teeth and tried to force myself to my feet, but my legs just weren't able to hold me up. Well, didn't seem like it broken any bones at least.
大丈夫ですか?
Glasses girl. Before I knew it, Girl A was right in front of me. She was peering into my face, eyes full of concern. What the hell was up with this girl? My body wouldn't move. As pathetic as it sounds, I was scared shitless. I had no idea what to do. My plan had been to catch a train ride to Shinshin and get home that way, but now I was starting to regret my life choices.
怪我してませんか?
Girl A asked me timidly. Was she acting all worried so I would drop my guard? You won't fool me. I won't fall for your tricks, you greedy wench.
なんなんだよ。
え?
ついてくるなよ。僕に何の用だ。
Panicking, I lashed out at girl A, who just stood there in surprise. I tried scuttling backward to make some distance, but I was still flat on my ass. If I didn't get away from her, she'd reach into her jacket, pull out a knife, and jump me. That's my thought process, anyway. And that gruesome scene flashed through my mind over and over. All I could think was, that's how I'll end up. Yeah, I mean, if I did see that and it's like only like 3 days have passed, I could kind of get where he's coming from. Aw. The girl hung her head, looking a little hurt.
あなたが急に走り出して様子を見に来たら倒れてたので心配で。でも今は用事とかあるわけじゃないんですが、
God damn it. She's so cute. Fuck. She's so shy. God damn it. She didn't want anything from me? What? That didn't make any sense.
じゃあなんで付きまとってくるんだ。
それは
She was getting frustrated. I just couldn't get over how suspicious she was acting.
私クスノキユアって言います。
Kusunoki. Nobody's asked her to, but she suddenly started introducing herself anyway.
実はあなたのこと一目見てなんとなく存在が気になって、それでつい。
What? She just instinctively started stalking me? The girl whose name was Yua, apparently, kept lowering her gaze as she talked.
ごめんなさい。
I don't know why, but even though I haven't watched the show at all, but I can only like guess or surmise from the things I have seen. For some reason, this kind of reminds me of like Monogatari, even though I haven't watched it. I think each arc deals with like a different girl the main character comes across, and for some reason that like I'm getting that same vibe as this, even though I haven't watched the show. I've only seen like little clips and images from it, out of context scenes, obviously. But it kind of reminds me with that, probably with the whole like modern day setting of Japan and just weird delusions and shit like that. I need to check out Monogatari. I really do, because it just seems like such a I don't know what the fuck it's about, and which makes me so goddamn curious about it. That's usually how I usually get up into all these different games and really pieces of fiction I read or watch or whatever. It's because they just look so fucking weird to me. I'm like, I gotta know what the hell this is about. She bowed her head vigorously. There's no way. That was the only thing on my mind. Taking another look at her, this Yua girl was pretty cute. I had to give her that much at least. But that was exactly why I couldn't trust her. The 3D girl wanted to interact with me? With good intentions? What kind of rogue was this? My whole life, nobody had ever said anything like that to me. There was no way I could take her confession seriously. It was just way too out of left field. What? Did she think I'd just be jumping for joy or something? She figured that she's been stalking me until now? Sure, that kind of thing might work in the 2D world, but IRL, it was a certified boner killer. Also, this whole situation was really embarrassing. All I wanted was to get out of here ASAP. Just talking to her made me anxious. 3D really was total dog shit.
僕は3次元に興味はないよ。
Come on, man.
いや、
I always stuttered when I tried to say something harsh, but I had to be clear. Don't follow me anymore. I don't like it.
迷惑だよ。付きまとわないでよ。
すいません。
She sure looked disheartened. Maybe she actually meant it. No, don't fall for it. Can't trust anything about 3D women. Can only trust 2D. Can trust Sarah Tan far more than this harlot.
もう ついてこないでね。僕帰るから。
As I mumbled in a coherent way, I tried as hard as I could to stand up, but I struggled. My body was still hurting all over the place. My collarbone in particular was being a real bitch. Pain was making me feel kind of dizzy. Might have hit my head when I'd fallen down earlier. I almost fell over again, but Yua caught my hand and stopped me.
怪我してるんですね。手貸します。
I tried really hard not to make eye contact. I could feel my face turning bright red. She'd definitely make fun of me if she noticed, so I turned away and forcefully shook her hand off. My mind was a total blank. I'd hardly ever touched a female before, except family members, of course. My heart was beating out of my chest.
お家まで送ります。あなたが怪我したのは私が付きまとっちゃったせいですから。だから送らせてください。
I felt really happy when you asked me that. I wasn't really used to being treated kindly by others. Every other 3D woman I had interacted with before was utterly vile. This girl was actually starting to warm up to her a little bit. But I didn't have the courage to look her straight in the eye. I mean, she had been stalking me, and she also might have been related to the demon girl, and I didn't want to die. All sorts of thoughts flew through my head, but I couldn't focus on any one single one of them. My mind was a total blur.
お家どこですか？
深セン。
深セン？
I nodded, before instantly regretting it. Why the hell had I told her that? Was I expecting something to happen if I did? This had to be one of my delusions. Maybe karma put me on a lucky streak, just so it could come back to beat me down with her. You saw that cliche all the time in anime. This must have been some sort of death flag. Oh god, 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 oh god. Before I knew it, Yua was trying her best to prop me up with her shoulders. Her soft body was tightly pressed against mine, and I could smell a sweet scent coming from her long hair. This couldn't be real. There was no way a 3D girl was being this nice to me.
歩けますか？
God. What this really is projecting onto me is, or what I'm getting from this is that Takayumi is fucking sad. He is really sad. God. Very, very, very lonely. I nodded in response.
じゃあ行きましょう。
Her voice almost sounded nervous. Then, with my head pointed down at the ground, I slowly started to walk. She'd done so much for me at this point, I couldn't turn her down or shake her off anymore. I was out of options. Just had to let her do as she pleased, leaning on her delicate shoulder for support. Two of us got moving. Neither of us said a word until we reached the building where my base was located. After all, there was no way I could hold a half-decent conversation with a girl, let alone one I didn't know. I knew that the second I bring up anime or video games, she'd automatically go, ew, what a freak, just like every other 3D girl. She wouldn't even bother listening or trying to understand. From my point of view, there was just no point in talking to bitches like that.
ここでもういいから。
That grumble was about all I could muster, and I looked at Yua to make sure she understood it. She gave me a gentle nod in response, then removed her arm from under me. I was still a little unstable, but I managed to stay upright.
やっぱりお部屋までついて行きましょうか。
I completely ignored her suggestion and walked towards the lobby. Well, I say lobby, but it was really just a narrow entryway into the elevator hall. Still, the moment I lifted my foot to start climbing the small staircase leading up to it, sharp pain ran through me and I nearly fell over again.
大丈夫ですか？
Yua rushed over to support me. Damn it, why was she still here?
やっぱり部屋まで送ります。絶対送りますから。
She sounded almost desperate. I hated to admit it, but Yua had been a huge help, and in the end she had taken me all the way back to my base. To get there, first we had to go all the way up to the A4, then take a steep flight of emergency stairs up to the roof. My current state, there was no way I could have ever possibly managed that alone. Yua wasn't strong in any sense of the word. She was very cruelly running on fumes, and yet she had helped me up the stairs as if her life depended on it.
こんなところに住んでるんですね。
Yua was left speechless when she saw my container house. No surprise there. Normal people would never believe someone could live in a container.
なんかその憧れます。
え？
アウトローな感じがしていいですよね。こういうのって。
I never thought she'd say something like that. Was she just trying to flatter me or something? You won't fool me, Runch. I will never fall for you girls' tricks. Yua still propping me up, we walked up to the container door, removed the padlock, and stepped inside. Phew, I was finally back. Today was another total catastrophe. This is why you really couldn't beat staying indoors.
真っ暗ですね。電気のスイッチはどこに？
Did she really not have any shame just coming to my room like this? I mean, to be fair, she had brought me all the way up here on her shoulder. But I really didn't want her seeing the rest of the room if I could help it. I mean, I had dozens upon dozens of figurines lined up on my shelves, piles of Woge boxes, my bed, and trash all over the floor.
もういいから話して。
After I said that, I waited for Yua to let go of me, but she didn't budge.
床すごく散らかってじゃなくて歩きにくいと思うんですけど絶対危ないですソファーまで行きましょうそこで話しますから
In the end, I just kept on doing whatever she said. The couch was covered in CDs and magazines, but Yua quickly cleared them out of the way as quickly as she could while still holding me up anyway. As soon as she was finished, she sat right down. Man, she's just so sweet and caring. Wait, what am I saying? I'm not gonna fall for it. I'm not.
平気ですか
The two of us were all alone in the room. It was almost pitch black, save for the tiny bit of moonlight shining through the open doorway. As a result, I couldn't tell what sort of expression Yua had on her face. The bright side, though, hearing a girl breathe in the dark was pretty hot. Come on, man. When I think of it, it was the first time anyone aside from my little sister had ever seen my room, which meant it was the first time I had an actual girl up here. If this were a game, then I would have tripped some sort of flag. After that, soon enough, the mood would turn romantic, and before we knew it, we would be all over each other. That said, I wasn't expecting anything like that. Reality was complete and utter shit. It was nothing like the 2D world. Besides, this Yua girl wasn't normal. She was a stalker, so yeah. Wait, why was she still here? How long was she planning on standing? Her job here was done, so shouldn't she be leaving now? That was when it hit me. Wait, no, was her plan to get me alone in an isolated spot and do something horrible to me?
明かりのスイッチは
パソコンの
パソコン
The only light source in the room was the desk lamp by my PC. I wanted to tell her to turn the lamp on, but I just couldn't get the words out.
そうかデスクライトですね
Yua carefully made her way over to my computer desk, avoiding all the garbage by her feet, then turned on the lamp. Then there was light. The darkness had put all sorts of embarrassing ideas and delusions in my head, and now that I could see Yua's face clearly, all those fantasies made it hard to look her in the eye without getting even more embarrassed than I already was. Apparently, I couldn't get any words out, so I just kept my head down. She shouted so suddenly that goosebumps shot across my skin. Her gaze was pointing straight at the Saratan figure next to my monitor, who was striking her favorite sexy pose.
これってプラチューのセイラちゃん ですよね。
知ってるの？
はい。ブラチューは大好きで毎週見てます。
へえ。
セイラちゃんがお好きなんですね。私もヒロインの中では彼女が一番好きなんですよ。衣装も可愛いですし。
Her voice was full of joy. She was clearly speaking genuinely. There's no way she was trying to trick me. Who would have thought? Could Yua be a
不女子。
Fujoshi?
あ、うん。
Fujoshi. God damn it. Well, maybe she just liked anime.
あれ、フィギュアって言うんですよね。ちょっと見せてもらってもいいですか？あ、すみません。ずうずうしいこと言っちゃって。もう帰った方がいいですよね。
She bowed repeatedly, clearly flustered.
見ていいよ。
Well, I couldn't say I didn't enjoy her laying the praise on my waifu, so I might as well be a little nice to her.
本当ですか？ありがとうございます。
Yua took Sarah in her hand and started inspecting her closely.
それは山陽堂版の覚醒前バージョンなんだ。セーラフィギュアはいくつか種類が出てるけど、最初に出たやつ。
へえ。
あまりクオリティは高くないよ。顔とか微妙に崩れてるし、ポーズも平凡すぎてあんまりエロくないし。でも服の胸元部分をキャストオフできるのは今のところそれだけなんだ。
Cast off? I've never heard of that term yet. Cast off. Fujoshi. Term for female otaku with particular interest in yaoi, or works of fiction that depict homosexual relationships between men. Does not apply to female otakus at all. A specification that allows for nudity, or semi-nudity in figures by designing certain parts, such as clothing, and to be easily removable. This specification originated in 2006 and has only gotten more and more popular since. Huh. Interesting.
胸元？
ちなみに僕はセーラフィギュアは4種類全部揃えてるよ。そっちの棚に制服バージョンとメイドバージョン、あと水着バージョンがある。
そんなに種類が。すごいですね。
一番評価が高いのはメイドバージョンなんだけど、個人的には水着バージョンも悪くないよ。
そうなんですか。見てみたいですね。でもちょっと暗くて。
もうすぐアルファから待望の覚醒後バージョンが出るんだけど、これはかなりクオリティ高そうなんだ。キャストオフも胸元だけじゃなくてほぼ全身可能だっていうし、表情もポーズも質感も言うことなしだね。あとはカラーさえバッチリなら今年発売されたフィギュアの中でも MVP 候補だよ。
アルファ？
メーカーだよ、フィギュアの。
ああ、なるほど。
Didn't really realize when I'd done it, I clenched my mouth shut. I've been rambling on for way too long. I'd gone off on a tangent about goddamn anime girl figures, removable piece of sexy poses, but it looked like a total idiot to you. I wanted to know what sort of face she was making, but I couldn't bring myself to look at her. Either way, though, it was obvious. She must have thought I was total human trash. Sort of panicking, my heart was beating on my chest. I tried to avert my gaze as far away as I could. But that's when she called out to me. I reflexively turned back to look at her. Her expression wasn't actually full of horror and disgust the way I expected. Fuck.
さっき言っていた戦闘バージョンとかメイドバージョンも見せてもらっていいですか？
うん。そっちの棚に。
I was totally baffled. There wasn't a hint of anything on her face other than a bright smile.
わあ、すごいですね。こんなにたくさん。
In fact, her eyes were sparkling as she looked at my shelves full of figures. No way, were there actually 3D women that weren't disgusted by this stuff? It must have been a 1 in a billion chance, but I suppose there were billions of people in this world.
メイドセーラちゃんってこれですね。ふむふむ、アニメの印象とはちょっと違うけどすごく可愛いです。下着までちゃんと作り込んであるんだ。こういうの実物で見たのは初めてですけど、いいですね。私も買ってみようかな。
だったら覚醒後バージョンを予約した方がいいよ。あれは絶対おすすめだから。
そうですね。あなたの話を聞いていたら、その覚醒後バージョンは本気で欲しくなりました。覚醒後って12話のあのシーンのことですよね。
よく知ってますな、お主。かなりのマニアですな。はい、
好きですから。特にあの時の覚醒シーンは毎日録画したものを見返してます。
あのシーンって演出と作画宮地なんだ。だからクオリティ高くて当然。
宮地？
そういう神クリエイターがいるんだ。あの人の演出はマジで神だよ。アットちゃんの実況版でも神来たってなるし。
そうなんですか。すごく知識が豊富なんですね。私、スタッフが誰かなんてまるで気にしてませんでした。
監督と演出と脚本はチェックしとくといいよ。特に新作なんかはそれを調べるだけで内容の良し悪しが大体予測できるし。
わかりました。今度からそうしてみますね。
As Yua said that, she turned to face me with another lovely smile. I made a girl smile. I never thought I'd see this kind of worker stuff happen IRL. Well, what it won't to be. Usually 3D women, including my little sister, only ever smiled when they were making fun of me. There had to be some kind of catch. There's just no other explanation. I could forget what Sarah Tan had told me. Till then, you can't trust anyone. Don't listen to anything that anyone says.
こんなこと聞いていいかどうかわからないんですけど。
何？
Yua got all shy out of nowhere. She was looking down, avoiding eye contact.
聞かせてもらってもいいでしょうか。あなたのお名前。
名前？
Now that she'd mentioned it, Yua had introduced herself to me, but I'd never returned the favor.
西條匠。
I was a little embarrassed, so I ended up weakly mumbling it out.
西條匠くんですね。何年生
？2年。
私は3年。私の方が年上さんですね。
Oh boy. Another choice. Another choice. Well, I mean, I already did good. And I did bad. We already know what happens if we don't choose one. I'll go with... Maybe I should go for neutral since... Well, yeah, we haven't... Okay, maybe I should just go through, like, cycles. Like, I'll go through good first, then bad, then neutral. And, you know, just to see the variety of, like, what happens with that. Even though in this situation, I do want to choose good. I actually do. But, god damn it. God damn it, as I'm reading this, I'm just, god damn it. As I'm reading through this, as I'm just listening to this, I think I'm beginning to realize more and more reasons why people fucking read, like, dating sims. I'm starting to get it. Fuck. God damn it, visual novels. Fuck. I don't know, there's just something about this that... maybe it's because Takayumi's self-deprecating, like, thoughts. Maybe that's it, of, like, always thinking there's ulterior motives to people's words, which, fortunately, I've had many, many times. which should really fucking get rid of that, but God damn it. Shit. God damn it. Oh, God. Oh, God. Because this is nice. This is fucking nice. This is just nice. I don't know what to say. Well, yeah, let's just go with neutral. Let's just go with no delusion. Oh man, I was getting dizzy from how moe that sounded. Could Yuna be the kind older sister type? Dude, Timid trying to seduce me and shit? This woman was dangerous. She must be up to something.
それで西条くんにお願いがあるんです。
A request? Seriously? Was she going to ask me for one of my Seraton figures? So that she could fuck one off. She had the gall to ask me to eat upon one of my refuse. Ridiculous. Total insanity. There's nothing anyone could say. There was no price anyone could pay to make me give up one of my Seraton figures. It wasn't fucking happening. If you want one so bad, go buy you one yourself. But while I was yelling at her in my head, Yua suddenly had a huge fall, landing flat on her rear. She wiped her butt while on the verge of tears.
すみません。CD を踏んづけちゃったみたいです。ケース割れたかも。本当にごめんなさい。私きちんと片付けますから。
いいよ。
And now this is like yeah, this is like the third girl we've met. She might be best girl. Fuck. God, I don't know. Fuck. God damn it. Just get out of here already. You've done enough. What the hell was that request you mentioned earlier? Yua started cleaning up the trash and CD cases lying all over the floor, even though I told her that she didn't have to. She looked so apologetic, it almost made me feel guilty, like I had done something wrong.
じゃあ足の踏み場だけでも確保させてください。すいません。その後でお願い言いますから。
With the way she just instantly started cleaning up, and thoroughly at that, she reminded me somewhat of my mom. That carrying the sweat is about what may cause problems for other people, what she'd straight into doing whatever she pleased. You know, the typical meddler. In that case, I should probably start helping her, shouldn't I? We both reach for a piece of trash at the same time. Our hands would touch, and we'd both say, ah. Then we'd stare into each other's eyes as soaking in the glow of the moment, right? Wrong? The fuck do you think this is? Some kind of rom-com? No way in hell was I helping her. While in the middle of piling up magazines, Yua suddenly stopped. Her back was turned so I couldn't tell what she just picked up.
いえ、気にしないでください。
What was she getting so nervous about? Something about it made me suspicious. Come to think of it, she was essentially ransacking my room at this point. What if she was trying to steal something? Maybe she was thinking that so many figures I wouldn't notice if one went missing? But little did she know, she was dead wrong! I perfectly memorized every single waifu on that shelf. If even one single one went missing, I'd be able to tell in a nanosecond.
フィギュアには触らないでね。
はい。いえ、違うんです。ブラチューの同人誌っていうんですか？
Oh my god.
それが落ちてまして、ちょっと中身を見てみたら。
By Bloodtune doujinshis? Shit, they're all porn.
すごかったのでびっくりしました。
勝手に見ないでよ。
すいません。
Yua began tidying up again, nervous as ever. Shortly after, she quickly cleared a space to sit down, then turned toward me.
それで、さっき言ったお願いですけど。
Finally, gulped, then safely placed myself for impact.
さっき言ったフィギュアの予約、一緒に行ってもらえませんか？私、そういうアニメ メショップみたいなところって今まで行ったことなくて。で、私なんだかすごくぶしつけなお願いしてますよね。すいません。私のせいで西条くんは怪我をしたのに。
This was some dangerous territory. Can't afford to just burn out an answer. On one hand, you and I had shared interests. Hell, she was even a fan of Sarah. She also seemed very interested in what I had to say, which meant she was someone I could get along with as an otaku. But on the other, it had to be some sort of trap. There's just no way in hell something like this, something so perfect, would actually happen to me in real life. It was in one way cliche. Nothing more. Can what 3D corrupt me? Think Takumi may think. What the hell could you as true goal be?
すいません。今のお願いは忘れてください。
Jeez, man. He really is sad.
私、西条くんがいろいろ話してくれるのが、嬉しくて。
Yua sat there with her head hung low. Pretty much every 3D girl ever was insanely full of themselves, and meanwhile, this girl was remarkably timid. And there's no way a 3D girl could be so pretty and have such a cute personality, everyone knew that, meaning she had to be faking it. I turned her down, I gathered all my strength, all the power vested in me as a man, and shoot her down. As Yua looked back up at me, I saw tears welling up behind her glasses. Wait, was she crying? Was it because I wasn't saying anything? And I just made her cry? Oh no, give me a break. Why would every situation or experience anything like this outside of video games? I was pounding on my chest. I was even starting to feel a little guilty. They say that women weaponize their tears, but only now was that really starting to ring true for me. I had absolutely no clue how to deal with it. I was getting more and more nervous by the second. We can go together, I tried to say, but ultimately I couldn't bring myself to. God damn it. Because if I did, surely she'd just say something like, ew, this dumbass actually took it seriously, what a freak. Call it a persecution complex, but that was just how I felt. I just couldn't do it.
無理してくれなくていいです。私のわがままに西条くんを付き合わせるのは良くないですし。
God damn it, fucking do it, you asshole! Her eyes seemed even more wet than before. Saw a single tear dripping out from the corner of her eye.
行くよ。
言ってもらえるんですか?
I had no choice but to nod. I couldn't think of any other way to make her stop crying. It still felt like I was stepping right into a trap. Yua seemed incredibly relieved. She took a deep breath, took off her glasses, and wiped away her tears.
断られて当然だと思ってたのに。西条くん、ありがとうございます。
Huh? She was thanking me. Seemed like I'd been able to stop her from completely breaking down. Maybe I should be the one thanking her. Shit, how did I get myself into such a mess? God damn freaky women, you could never let your guard down around them.
行くとしたらいつがいいでしょう?
Hold on, where the hell had her sad-looking expression gone? One second had passed and she was already looking happy as a clam. Those really were crocodile tears, weren't they? If so, she should win a fucking Academy Award.
セイラちゃんの新しいフィギュアはもうすぐ発売なんですよね。
うん。きっとすぐに完売しちゃうだろうね。
だったら早めに行った方が良さそうですね。明日とか。
According to my schedule, I need to go to school tomorrow. I made it 3 times total this week. Then the week after, I'd only have to go twice. I had a feeling that tomorrow was going to suck even more than usual. But I'd already told you I'd go with her. If I tried changing my mind now, she'd start the waterworks all over again. Really had no choice here, huh?
わかったよ。
I was incredibly reluctant, but still I agreed. Yua seemed happy to hear that. But she couldn't fool me with that face of hers.
西条くんは何組? 明日 放課後に迎えに行きますよ。
B 組。
2年 B 組ですね。じゃあ授業が終わったら待っててください。
And nodded quickly in response, hoping that make her leave faster. Wait, I just made a promise to hang out with a girl? Was this a dream? Delusion? I pinched my cheek to test that theory. Definitely hurt.
それじゃあ長い間お邪魔しちゃってすいませんでした。足もし痛かったらお医者さんに行ってくださいね。
あ、うん。
I sat on the couch and watched Yua leave. She turned around and waved goodbye, then exited out the front door.
西条くん、また明日。
また明日だってさ。しかも手を振ったりして。
She did. I felt like I was about to melt with bliss, so I quickly stiffened back up.
あの女絶対僕に惚れてる。間違いないね。
Man.
ま、付き合うか付き合わないかは僕に選択肢があるわけだし、あの女を情け容赦なく振ってやるさ。お前は僕の女にふさわしくない。セイラよりいい女になって出直してこい。まあ一生無理だけどな。何しろセイラは永遠の17歳だからな。みたいな。
Jeez, man. Come on. There's no way any girl could ever be better than Saratan. I picked up the Sarah figure and rubbed her against my cheek. Saratan couldn't have looked happier. God damn, man.
おっと、時間か。今のところテストに出るからな。ちゃんとノート書いておけよ。今日はここまで。
And I think this is a good stopping point right here, folks. As our boy Takumi actually spoke with a girl, even though his thoughts are, you know, very not the greatest, but they're still thoughts, and I see him as sad and lonely. He is very sad and very lonely, and he definitely needs this. But yeah, we also met his little sister as well. Oh, god damn it. Oh, fuck. What is this, a psychological horror game, or is this just a goddamn dating sim in disguise? Fuck! But goddamn, is it good? Is it? Shit. That whole sequence of scenes with you actually got to me. God damn it. God damn it. God fucking damn it. God damn it. It actually got to me. Fuck. Oh, this is gonna be... Oh, this game's gonna be a lot of fucking wild ride, isn't it, folks? What have I gotten myself into? Oh boy, I'm still dipping my toes into it. I just gotta get used to the temperature. I just gotta get used to the temperature of this game. What we're working with here. That's all it is. I just gotta get used to it. Like what we're doing here. I mean, that's what I do with pretty much every game. Like, what's the tone here? Well, like, how far are we gonna go, huh? Oh, this is gonna be one hell of a trip, isn't it? It's gonna be one hell of a trip. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button. If you liked it, hit the like button. Or tell me something, put it down in the comments as well. Check out Discord server I own it, or my Twitter, check description below. And yeah, this has been Voidlego. I'll see you guys next time. See ya!